Look, okay, before we do our shift at the flop and float, I need to know what the ConcernedApe Stardew Valley stuff was, okay? So that's what we're watching. I started it, but then I couldn't finish it because I had to leave work. I had to leave. Why is the screen? I have to fix this. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah, if it exists, there's quote-unquote art of it. Oh, yes. Even Stardew Valley, folks. Even Stardew Valley. Yeah, so apparently, ConcernedApe was like, oh, this, the last big update is like the last big update, but then he released another, I don't know if it's a big update, but like he released another update. And we're going to see what it's all about. Don't know who here plays Stardew Valley, but I do, and yeah. And let's see. The two new marriage candidates in 1.7 will be revealed at the end of the video. This envelope is on my desk. Oh, I'm in the way. It's fine.
Hey guys, it's me, ConcernedApe, creator of Stardew Valley. Today is the 10.
I have never seen him before. I have never actually seen him before. ConcernedApe is really starting to irritate folks because he keeps breaking mods and won't release his other game. Oh no! No, yeah! Everyone thought he's working on the Haunted Chocolatier. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm waiting for as well. Yep. This guy is known as ConcernedApe. He's the one who made Stardew Valley.
10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. So to commemorate this special milestone, I put together this video which shows off some old builds of the game, has some of my commentary about the development timeline, and highlights the various updates over the years and how Stardew Valley has changed over time. So I hope you find it interesting, and here we go.
Hell yeah. Sprout Valley.
2012.
Holy shit!
So this was the original name of Stardew Valley.
Unintentional synchronization.
It was called Sprout Valley, which is an awful name.
Holy shit! What?
Changed it. But this was probably about 6 months into development. I had a functioning game.
Wow.
But it was very rudimentary, and I would say much more similar to the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon game.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, damn, this looks like the friggin' Harvest Moon. Like the first Harvest Moon I ever played. Witchbrook? Oh, yeah, I'm excited about Witchbrook too. Hell yeah.
Valley is today. Of course, I grew up playing Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo, and so I was heavily inspired by it. And, you know, my first target, you might say, for this game was to essentially emulate Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo.
Oh my God.
That was my starting point.
Look at the duck.
And then I wanted to expand a bit from there.
Hell
As you can see, the pixel art basically looks like crap. But there are some things like the bus.
I mean, hey, it doesn't look that bad. It just looks super old school, I guess. Cold apple juice, yum.
There that
yum.
Essentially made it into Stardew Valley. The basic design was there, even 6 months into development, and you know, Stardew Valley took 4.5 years to release 1.0. So we can watch this for a little bit. You'll notice how it looks similar to Pelican Town. some things are basically unchanged, but then other things are quite odd.
Seeds and stuff.
Pierre's got his daily wallpaper and flooring on display.
What in the... Wow. How the frick did you go from this
Sometimes I
to
wonder,
what it is?
you know, if I had just released this game after 6 months, where would I be right now? Somehow I don't think that the game would have taken off. So, look at Clint.
Honestly, probably not. Probably not. Like, this doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look like it would have been anywhere as good as what it ended up being.
But, you know, this was like a part of essentially a training process for me. It was my education on being a game developer. I do think there's something special about the naive perspective of a beginner. It's untarnished, it's
Holy
fresh,
crap.
It's primal.
Who the hell?
Really recapture that once you have experience.
Hello, Amy! I'm suspecting... I'm wondering if Caroline, or whatever the frick her name is, will be a new marriage candidate. But, at the same time, she's married, so, like, it wouldn't make sense. Unless they were like, oh, you can destroy their marriage and then marry her for yourself.
There's the original Gunther. Green hair in the sprite, brown hair in the portrait. I don't know what I was thinking. And the character movement speed is insane. I'm sure you guys would love that in Stardew Valley. I'll have to get you on Way of the Wind part 100.
Yeah, just... Exactly. Now in Stardew Valley, you can be a home wrecker. Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's show you the old mines real quick.
True, possible with
Mines are one of
mods.
the areas of Stardew that have gone under a lot of changes. Probably the most changes of any, at least gameplay element. However, some concepts have been there from the very beginning, like slimes. Slimes have always been there. Ladders down have always been there in one way or another.
Oh my god, look at that skeleton. I remember hearing him say a long time ago how he wanted to write in drama like that. Oh my god. Honestly though, that would like add so much depth and everything. I would do it. I'd be like, if you go down this path and if you give these certain gifts or do these certain things and witness these certain scenes, you might be a homewrecker and now their marriage is going to get destroyed. But hey, you can go marry them instead. You can go marry him or her instead. Oh my gosh. And it would also be cool if, like, the other marriage candidates could also get, like once you get married, or even if you have, like, rivalry. Like, you know? Like, maybe your freaking person, you didn't woo them enough and then they married someone else, so now you're just sad. My attention span while listening to this guy is almost not... Ketsuya, that's rude! Hello, Spider, how are you doing? He does have a very, like, relaxing, like, voice, in my opinion. Yeah, I think, like, the early Harvest Moon games had, like, rivalry, love, marriage, whatever. I think it'd be cool still.
I guess I hadn't discovered the concept of knockback yet.
I think his voice is pleasant.
The death sound has always been there. Alright, well, I think that's enough for Sprout Valley. So let's go ahead and jump to the next earliest build that I have.
Up next.
So here we have a build from 2013.
He went more
I've
vibrant.
probably been working on Stardew for maybe a little over a year at this point. And it's radically different from that previous build that I showed you. We're actually starting to see some things that look like Stardew Valley here. And I think at this point I was calling it Stardew Valley.
Holy crap.
However, things are kind of odd. The way the farmer looks is weird. The way he's running around is kind of weird. The colors are now more saturated, which is true to form, but yet that exact shade of Stardew Valley yellow dirt hasn't quite been established yet. But yeah, this version of Stardew Valley was basically more of like a sandbox idea. In this iteration, this was like the weirdest time for the game. I feel like it's like the Stardew Valley hit puberty here. But so you would like actually buy animals and buildings from your in-game menu rather than go to Robin.
Oh.
And there was that farm map you just saw. Like that was pretty cool, actually, that farm map. Now you guys are going to be mad at me that that's not in Stardew Valley anymore. But yeah, it was a little bit more of a simulation concept, I guess, than an RPG.
I mean, more convenient to be able to buy them from your inventory, but less immersive. I want to have to go to the store and be inconvenienced. Whoa.
Yeah, so back then, I had item of the day and crop of the week.
Oh.
But I got rid of that because there's this fundamental problem where you can store things in chests in Stardew Valley.
Excuse me, look how cute she is! What the heck? Look how cute she is! I love this color combination. What the hell?
This creates this incentive to just never ship anything
the
until the crop
B
is crop of the week or the item is item of the day. And I just don't think that's very fun. You don't ever want to incentivize things that aren't fun. That's game dev 101.
Wait, what does she look like? Karnak, hello! Welcome! How are you doing? His name is Josh. What the hell? What the frick?
Very fun. You don't ever want to incentivize things that are...
Look at Maru! Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that hair. What the hell? Look, Amy, look. I thought Haley became so cute. Like once you get to know her and stuff, I thought it was so cute. Karnak, how have you been doing?
Aren't fun.
Oh my god, Maru is so cute.
All right, you can see here it's starting to look like Pierre's. Starting to look like that old familiar shop.
Wow.
But anyway, maybe let's jump ahead a little bit and check out what the mines are looking like in 2013.
Oh my god, you're gonna fall off and die.
So this was the era of the procedurally generated mines.
Oh shit. Okay, but I actually...
My idea...
So minus the fact that it looks like you're just gonna fall off and die, I actually really like this. What the hell?
Idea was I wanted to do like... I wanted the mines to be like Terraria, but, you know, top down instead of side-scrolling. And it was this... You had these big procedurally generated levels.
Okay.
And you mined into the walls.
I like the colors of this, actually, like a lot.
And uncovered ores and secrets within the walls. Which I think was a cool idea, but for some reason I was just never able to really make it compelling, and it was very bug prone, which it just ended up being too complicated, I think. It was maybe just beyond my ability.
Better?
I don't know. Or maybe another way to think about it was just that it was too ambitious of a concept for the scope of this game. This should have been an entire game on its own. And, you know...
I think mining the walls like that would have made it, like, so much more complicated.
If you've played Core Keeper, that's pretty much what Core Keeper is. Which is a cool game, by the way. But yeah, when I saw Core Keeper, I was like, hey...
Like, unless, like... It would have made it, like, extremely complicated. I guess, like, once you learned that you can do that, then it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't really like that. I don't really like that idea.
Someone finally did it. So, cool idea, but I had to make the hard decision to scrap all of it. And I spent a long time working on this too. But I made the decision to scrap all of it, and let's see, there's a bug right there. Do a simpler approach, which is the mines that are in Stardew Valley today, where it's not procedurally generated. There's some randomness, but the levels are all designed by hand.
I have to say I am a little sad though, because I actually really like the design of those caves compared to what they are
Here we
now.
have a goblin village, an underground goblin village.
What the heck?
All this content completely scrapped from the game.
But it's so cool! Why?
And I mean, I don't regret it. Just because something sounds cool, just because the idea is cool, doesn't mean that it's going to be fun or it's going to be the right idea in practice.
Why not?
Oh, and by the way, underground goblin villages are not canon, alright? Anything you see here from previous builds is not...
I was like, yo, Amy, what the heck? That would have been cool, like the dinosaur stages, but goblins instead. Why
considered
not?
to be canonical Stardew Valley.
Oh god, this is scary.
Alright, let's move on to yet another more recent version. So this one's from sometime in 2014. This was the title screen at that time. I mean, it's kind of glitching out, but it had these weird buttons on the side. And then when you loaded the game, there was this loading screen, which was kind of reminiscent of like The Sims.
Why is this so zoomed in? I hate it.
But I mean, it doesn't look too much different than the last build, but you start to see some more Stardew Valley things come into place, like the what we call the daytime money box in the upper right is there.
The hell?
Willie's shop is basically looking like it always does. We now have the community center in the game, and it looks essentially exactly the same as it does now. I'm not sure why there's this ugly yellow color, this ugly yellow filter over the entire screen. You'll notice Clint was a little less doughy back then. Joe Jamart was not yet in town. Cat Mouse.
Why is it so zoomed in? I hate it. Ew, it really is kind of pea colored. What the hell? Like a freaking pea colored.
And the inside of the farmhouse was like very static. I don't even think you could move any of the furniture, which allowed me to have the pixel art look kind of nice with some shading and stuff, but I mean, I think it's important that you can decorate your house. People love that.
Oh! This music is so relaxing.
So this is from August 2015, which is only about a half year from launch. But still, there are a ton of things that are like not finished yet. So this shows just how much Stardew Valley kind of came together at the last moment.
Damn.
The farmhouse still has this weird protuberance. Protuberance, is that a word? This weird thing, this nose sticking out right next to the door. I don't know what I was thinking there. But obviously, I got rid of that at some point.
I need to play again.
The mailbox is still on the left, so that must have changed that. You know, it's like I did a ton of work in the last like 6 months. I think I was just at the point where I knew it was so close. I needed to finish the game. The finish line was so close, and that's what gave me the drive and the motivation to make all these little changes in the last 6 months to prepare the game for release. I think one of the most notable things was just that the farmer still had this weird, goofy look. This is not what the farmer looks like in Stardew Valley, so that was like a last-minute change.
I swear this is what the farmer looks like.
Because, I don't really like the way this looks. Looks kind of stiff, kind of like a Pinocchio.
Am I missing something?
Yep.
Oh, they do?
There's
okay, well then.
classic.
I guess it's been that long since I've played Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley Mines. So that's pretty much the last convenient footage that I have from before launch.
I guess it actually has been like 2 years now since I've played.
Do want to give a shout out to my 2 beta testers, Bexy and Siri, who helped me find a ton of bugs in the game. Here's a screenshot from Bexy's farm. This is one of the first ever Stardew Valley farms. Looks pretty good.
You know what?
Thank you guys so much.
I think it was Amy, actually.
So here we are, February 26th, 2016. The culmination of 4.5 years of work.
Damn.
The launch of Stardew Valley. A lot was riding on this.
Oh,
because if it flopped,
now I
would
see
have been 4.5 years behind my peers with no money, no job experience.
Okay,
Would've
now
been
I
pretty
see
depressing. I stayed up all night the night before because I found a bug, and I had to fix it because the game was set to launch the next morning.
Wait,
so,
is that the last time I played it? Or is that the... Wait, Katsuya, did you... Huh? Wait. Where is it? That's the last... Okay, the last time I played it was October 1st, 2024. So it was 2 years ago. Holy shit. It was almost 2 years ago. Damn. Damn.
that was highly stressful.
Hello, Shadow! Picture of my desk
On the first
at
day
the
of launch, Stardew sold just under 40,000 copies,
Damn.
which was already beyond my wildest dreams. After that first day, I knew that this was going to be a big deal. I knew that I could be a game developer from now on.
Damn.
It was really happening. Of course, I didn't really have time to think about that too much because there were immediately bugs being found in the game. And I spent the next... I think I released a patch every single day for the next 4 days after launch. Pretty big patches, too. But see, back then, the game was a lot simpler. There wasn't different languages. There wasn't multiplayer. It was just me working on it. So I could crank out it was only on Steam. I didn't have to make a console build. I didn't have to make a mobile build. So I could crank out updates at an extremely fast pace.
True, because it was just on Steam. Actually, the first time, this was actually the first game that Jello ever got for me, and it was on the PlayStation. Now that I remember. Yep.
I spent the rest of that spring fixing every bug that people found and trying to add meaningful improvements to the game with each patch. I was releasing patches pretty rapidly. Some notable examples were Grandpa's Shrine and his evaluation.
Just creepily standing at his room door. Last time I played, I used mods to basically romance and marry every single NPC in town. Yes, I even married their moms and dads. Damn. Most valuable town person.
When the game first came out, Grandpa was extremely harsh, and he was almost a little bit rude. You know, if you didn't do a good job, he would say, "Man, I should have bequeathed the farm to my other grandkid." And there was no way to reevaluate. If you didn't get, the 4 spirit candles the first time, forget about it. So I softened that, and I also added in the way that you can, have them come back and reevaluate. Here's another example. On March 20th, I added unique dialogues for all the spouses. So, I don't remember this, but apparently before then, every single spouse had identical dialogue. And people still complain about this. But there's been a ton of work on the spouses over the years. And it just goes to show that, even though Stardew Valley was launched, in my mind, it was not its ultimate form. That's why I kept making updates. That's why I, essentially, as soon as these bug fixes...
My boyfriend recommended a different farming sim to me and then told me I should try this one since I liked the other one. Damn, look at that! Both of our significant others introducing us to Stardew Valley.
Patches were out of the way. I immediately started working on the 1.1 update, which is the first major content update. So I'll just briefly go over the updates. If you want to see everything that's been added to Stardew Valley, I recommend going to the version history page on the Stardew Valley wiki. But yeah, the 1.1 update added 4 new farm types and kind of established the tradition of every update adding new farm types to the game.
Void mayonnaise.
Notably, it added Shane and Emily as marriage candidates, which you, the community, voted on a poll that I put on Twitter.
Oh my god, Emily.
1.2 just added new languages to the game. It wasn't really a content update. I hadn't yet established the tradition of 1.x updates always being major content updates. So then we had the 1.3 update, which most importantly added multiplayer to the game, fulfilling the promise I had made to the players before Stardew Valley even came out. 1.3 also added the winter night market and a few other things. One thing about 1.3 is the multiplayer was actually developed, not by me. It was put in by a guy named Tom Coxon, who went on to create a game called Cassette Beasts. You should check it out. Thanks, Tom.
Oh, I have that on my wish list.
Yeah, it started this new era where I was open to getting help on the actual development of Stardew Valley, which allowed for bigger, more ambitious updates. So then there was the 1.4 update, which added the movie theater, fish ponds, 14 art events to all the spouses, and many other great things to the game.
What is this?
Then we had the 1.5 update, which added a huge endgame location, Ginger Island, the Quee quests, and this idea of perfection.
What the frick is this?
The volcano, which allowed you to enchant your weapons and tools.
I never seen that either. What the hell?
And many other great things.
Oh my god, the Ginger Island caves are the bane of my existence. My gosh, I hated them.
Then there was the 1.6 update, the most recent update. Kind of a return to the valley after 1.5's Ginger Island. 1.6 added some new...
See the raccoons? Wait, and the pets is what? Hello? I need to go play Stardew Valley again right now. You can go to other biomes. I never made it there. What the heck? I need to play again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to play.
Systems,
I want to play.
In-game content. It kind of filled in some gaps that I feel like were present in the game. And it added some old ideas that I've had for a long time, like Green Rain.
Look at the frog. It's so
those
cute.
were all the major updates to Stardew Valley in a nutshell. Of course, there were some intermediary updates in between all of those major ones.
And Doggo. Ever wonder why the default pet names are Dudley, Yogi, and Miso? It's to honor these beloved animals. Aww. Oh, look at Miso. She's so cute. Aww.
Ones which sometimes added some important things to the game, but those were the major updates. Now, what's next? Well, as I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works, but I don't want to reveal too much about what's in the update yet.
Oh,
Although I did announce that there would be 2 new marriage
Okay, I'll play it when 1.7 comes out. I'll play it when the 1.7 comes out. Because otherwise, there's no point. My calico girl is... Yeah, Mitzi is pretty cute. Mitzi is really cute.
And I'm going to reveal those soon. I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds by this, and you're just waiting for me to get to the unveiling of the marriage candidates, right? But I just have one more thing to say. I have in my hands an envelope with the names of the 2 new marriage candidates that will be added in 1.7.
Who
but
they
before
gonna
I
be?
open that up and reveal the names to you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting Stardew Valley over the past 10 years.
Hell yeah.
For all the mods, the fan art, all the letters, and the comments you've made to me. telling me how much Stardew Valley has meant to you.
Hell yeah.
That's meant a lot to me too. And it's really given me...
I want a Stardew sweatshirt. Same. I need
a lot of purpose in life. So I'm grateful to you for making this a reality for me. Thank you so much.
Aww.
I also just want to thank everyone else who's been part of the Stardew Valley journey, from the other developers who have helped me out over the years, to the merchandise companies who have created all these cool Stardew Valley items, the people who have run the Stardew Valley concerts,
I wish I could go to the
helping
concert.
me make the Stardew Valley board game, and so many other cool things that have come about over the past 10 years. So thank you so much to everyone. Now, let's get down to business.
Oh yeah, okay. Who's going to
All
be the
right,
candidate?
Here it is. 1.7
who they gonna
marriage
be?
candidates.
Who are they going to be?
There you go. Clint and Sandy.
Clint!
It's their turn. It's their time.
I'm marrying Clint. Yep.
All right.
And oh my god, I never even thought of Sandy. Hell yeah. Sandy's so pretty too. I'm gonna marry Clint. I've always felt so bad for him. Now I can make him happy. Most people hate Clint. Why? I've always felt bad for him. He's so lonely. Oh my god. Okay, now I gotta do playthrough and marry Clint. I think I want to marry him too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can't wait to see how his plays out. I can't wait. I hope it's like really cute. I think Clint is way better than Shane. Oh my, okay, but marrying Shane was really cute, but then it was like so disappointing when he moves in and then there's just alcohol bottles everywhere, like as if the whole character development was just shit. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I thought he changed. You can have Clint. Sandy is mine. Okay, Ketsuya. Okay, I accept this. I accept.
Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Peace out. Yay. Sebastian will always be mine. I don't know who my favorite marriage candidate was. I don't know. I thought Harvey was pretty cute, not gonna lie. Harvey was pretty cute.